Scorpio, this is Liddell here with a January 2019 reading. It's a general read, so it may apply to any aspect of your life. And if it doesn't resonate, check your moon, sun, and rising sign, and possibly your Venus if you know that as well. Okay, so I've already pre-shuffled, but I'm just giving it a quick shuffle, and I'm going to cut the cards now. Okay, here we go. First card, Temperance in reverse. Ooh. Okay, Justice in reverse. Okay, so after Justice was the Four of Cups. Next card was Four of Wands, followed by Three of Pentacles. Last card is Eight of Pentacles. Oh, so you go from a 3 to an 8. Okay, at the bottom of your deck is the Tower. Okay, Scorpio. Okay, so what I noticed right away is there's a lack of balance in your life with regard to this is emotional in nature, as are most things, but I feel like this is showing up as it could be overindulging. It could be a drinking problem. It could be you not... Okay, two things. Either things are not going right for you, and so you are finding it difficult to stay balanced and to find the retribution and the healing that you desire for yourself. Or you are failing to, let me not say failing, you are not willing to allow all the facts to unfold. There are things you don't know, and you're making judgments and assumptions and conclusions without the necessary information, or without getting as much information as humanly possible. And so what little you have, you're using that to draw these conclusions. And it's causing this Four of Cups. So there is a lack of healing going on with you. Perhaps there was some news that was received that made you... that kind of struck you to your core, came all of a sudden, or there was something that happened in your life that was very sudden, and it made you question everything that you knew. And so you're finding it very difficult to focus on what's right in front of you. Let me take this card up here. Okay. Okay. You're finding it very difficult to see the beauty in front of you, the cup that's being offered, because you're in your feelings, right? Emotions are flowing, but you're following and you're paying attention to, yes, your attention is being directed to the empty cups, right, that were washed away and cannot flow back. You know, it's like you can't unspill what's been spilt. You can't unsay what's been said, right? And so you're brooding over this mess, right? That's being washed away. It is being washed away. And you're being offered something new. But you're not looking at it. You're closing off and you're refusing to accept it. The Justice card. This is your energy right now. This is what upright you have. It means that you are in your truth and you're balanced and you have the wisdom and you have what is necessary to now make a sound decision. In reverse, it's almost an unwillingness. It's an unwillingness to hear everything, to hear a person out, to know what's what, right? To know the situation as it is or as it was. There's an impatience, there's a rashness, there's a unwillingness to hear anyone out, even if it's for your own benefit. Now, Four of Wands is a card of celebration. Perhaps you feel like okay. For you to have the stability you seek, perhaps you're throwing yourself into work, right? You're trying to create stability through external circumstances and external means. And what's going to happen is you may become very good at your job or very good at your work, whatever you're working towards. And you will throw your focus into that. And there will be this sense of everything's good, right? But I wonder if this is sustainable. You know, you're manifesting this skill, this talent. You're becoming very good at it, right? At fine-tuning your resources, your talents and ability. That is what you're putting your energy into. It could be that this temperance was in the past, that you were this type of person that, you know, not this type of person, but you were a person who would be quick to, you know, anger or chuck it all, right? And maybe you realize that that wasn't the way to be. Because you have Four of Cups and Four of Wands. That's being resolute. That's like, Four of Cups is like stubbornness. And Four of Wands is, okay, I've achieved this level of happiness, let's celebrate. I've achieved this, let's celebrate. We did it. We've gotten to a plateau of success. Let's celebrate this. So for some of you, it could be that you achieved a level of success even through the difficulties, but then you're back into work, you know? It's like, okay, I did this, on to the next thing. This is a very interesting reading, Scorpio. Oh, the bridge. Compass. Where are you going next? Okay, so I pulled 3 Lenormand cards. You have the bridge, the compass, holy moly, and the fox. So there is some, this is almost like the 7 of Swords. So the fox. So there's this sense of what's next. How are you using your resources here? Time, money, energy. There is a sense of imbalance here because you seem to be focused on money quite a bit, or your external world manifesting things. There are not a lot of cups. There's not a lot of happiness or healing, actually. There is some celebration. Maybe you're going out and you're partying, and your life consists of maybe drinking, partying. Trust me, I have no judgment. But I'm reading what I'm seeing here. There's like an unwillingness to deal with your emotions. And so there is drinking and partying and work in an effort to stay where you are emotionally. Now, let's look at these Lenormands. What do you do about that, right? Well, one thing is you take the cup. You allow the universe to show up, and you take the offer. Don't ignore the beauty and the possibilities and the potential for that new cup. That's one thing. I would say the second thing is to find balance in your life. I mean, you've overcome quite a bit of obstacles here. And you're being offered a way to find your way. You're being offered a means to find your way out of these obstacles, right? But rather than take them, because you're not willing to acknowledge them, you're not listening, you're not paying attention, you're not hearing the evidence, right? This is what the Justice card is about. It's like you don't even want to hear the evidence that it'll work out. You don't want to hear what happened, and you don't want to know. You just want to be right. You want to just resolve to this your life being the way that it is. This is the way it is, and people are this, and you're making these assumptions based on what you think happened. And you're being very resolute in your unwillingness to even open up to the possibility of things being different, of you having this happy home and this happy life. And so you'd rather work on, and so you're working on something, right? Now, you could be just, like I said, throwing yourself into work, into projects. Maybe you're devising some kind of plan for your life, figuring out what you need to do on a very basic, fundamental level. You're studying, maybe. And you're trying to work really hard to make it happen. You're trying to perfect it, to fine-tune. Maybe you feel like education is the way to go. Maybe you feel like education is the way out of whatever obstacle you're dealing with right now. Yeah, I see the foxes in the Lenormand. I'm so sorry. Let me move these up. I'm talking about these right now. So this is the bridge. These are obstacles. This is the way out, right? This is adversity. And you're finding your way out through this compass, right? You're changing direction. You're trying to figure out which way to go. And it's like you're doing it not in secret, but in private. You're not confiding in many people, if anyone at all. And you're keeping it to yourself what you're trying to do until you've gotten that success. So you're being very clever, not sneaky, but clever, very strategic, right? Maybe looking over your shoulder a little bit, making sure nobody knows exactly, what you're up to, because you don't want that rooster in the back there to start crowing and just ruin your plans. Like you're Scorpio. Ooh, you see that rooster's trying to protect his hens right there. You're looking at that rooster like, why he don't leave? Why? Dang, I'm trying to get myself a little lunch in. You all up in my business, Stomach growling. He need to get off that post and go somewhere. Go cluck somewhere else. I'm trying to eat. Let me pull you the Wisdom of the Oracle card. A couple of them maybe. You got some news, Scorpio. Something shook you. You got shook. But the answer is not by the book in reverse. All right now. All right. Capricorn season, Saturn and Capricorn. It's all about doing things by the book. And you got yours in reverse. So let's see what it says. It depends what house you have that placement in. Okay. Nope, not that one. I'm shuffling. Scorpio, let's see what guidance we have for Scorpio right now. It'll be a good one, I know it. Everybody else got some really good ones. I know Scorpio's got to get some good ones. Okay. To the sea in reverse. Okay. Now, by the book, it is this one. Got a caravan of elephants. Okay. And to the sea. Somewhere beyond the sea. Somewhere waiting for me. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. By the book. Abiding by social rules, conformity, respecting cultural or family customs. The Oracle's message. Now, both of these were in reverse here. So I'm going to read. Oh, the Oracle's message is long. Okay. Here we go. By the book. The universe works within a structure of divine laws and principles that provides a framework for human experience and evolution. The law of abundance, the law of prayer, the law of karma, the law of attraction, the law of thought, the law of compensation, and the law of nature are only a few that are known. These principles create perfect order and operate with a kind of precision beyond human understanding. Even if revolution has its place in universal law, human beings in turn have their own laws and customs that vary from culture to culture and family to family. Laws keep social order and govern behavior, reflecting an instinctive understanding that harmony is important. This is a time to learn these laws and conform to them, rather than being the rebel and flouting them. When this card appears, submit to structure and follow the rules, even if they seem to make no sense. Release resistance, for universal laws will correct any disharmony. Open your eyes to those universal laws, and it will be easier to go by the book at this time. Oh my gosh. You see this Justice card, Scorpio. You see this person with regret, unwilling, right? Unwilling to follow the path that would make him happier, more at ease, right? But he would rather look at these cups and where things have gone wrong. Now, this is the Justice card. This is a court card. This is about, deliberations in court and such. Maybe there were rules that were broken. In reverse, this speaks of disappointment in the court of law, right? So there was maybe some kind of, there's a lack of temperance. There's a lack of temperance, a lack of integration, a lack of being able to ebb and flow, right? To mix, to work your way through. And this is about laws of nature, right? This is actually a Sagittarian card, right? And Sagittarius rules foreign lands. It rules the 9th house, I believe, and that's foreign lands, cultures, travel, foreign travel. And this is about culture and laws and the importance of them, right? And the ability to integrate what you know with where you are and the laws of that land. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. But you had it in reverse, which means you did not do that, which led to you wanted to do what you wanted to do rather than follow the laws or the rules, and it got you into this because you weren't willing to listen, right? And so this came out of it, which is, why do I have to do it this way? Why? And it's a closing off from what's being offered to you now. Are you being offered, oh Lord, a plea? That just popped into my mind. Are you being offered a plea deal? Are you being offered a way out and you're like, no, I don't want it. Okay. Could be this is a family matter as well. Could be you're defying the culture of your family, your own heritage. Okay. And it's like there is no need to throw the baby out with the bathwater. I've heard this before, all religions have their value. they have their value, they have their message, right? And the principal message tends to be the same. So the Sagittarian card of Temperance speaks to that and understands that and is able to integrate that, because it understands that everything is basically of the same ilk. You can always find the similarities in a culture, because when you come down to it, we're all human and we generally want the same things. And we are guided by the same laws. We all have to submit to them in one way or another at some point or another. We all have to pay the piper if we don't follow those natural laws. And that goes for the laws of the state as well, right? Or laws of work. Now, the protection message for this card is, now is the time for a real change in consciousness as you're incited to revolt. Holy moly. Aries has Mars and Uranus right now. That is going to create impatience, which is that Sagittarius in reverse. And you're not going to want to follow the rules, right? Challenge the structures that are limiting authentic progress. Okay, this just took a whole other turn. Okay, Scorpio. Apparently, you thought, apparently things were done a certain way, and you realized that they needed to change. So you feel, are you the one who's going to change them with this 3 and this 8 of Pentacles, Sagittarius? Oh, sucky. Now let me keep reading. It is not enough to rebel in small ways. This is a call to revolution. Focus on what you really want to achieve, regardless of whether it feels so far outside the box that the established order may reject it. So rather than sulk, you are being offered something that will get you out of this place of feeling like, one, unsupported, alone, resentful, regretful, all those negative emotions, helpless, right? Genius, invention, and transformation are rarely comfortable and less likely to be accepted by the mainstream. It may be time for you to say no to the way of your group. Take a stand and make a real change. What? That's what that fox is. That fox is you making that change. You're about to upset some stuff. It may be time for you to say no to the way of your group. Okay, I read that. Take a stand and make real changes. It could be that the structure of your inner world is alerting you to the need for complete overhaul. Wow, your inner world. And this is the complete overhaul. This is tearing it all down and rebuilding it. Bigger and better and on a firmer foundation than it was before. Because this, whatever this is, it's not working. Oh, shoot. This is a time for transformation. So let go of fear of change. Your intuition will lead you through the darkness. There is no turning back now. Trust the light will dawn. Trust that light will dawn. Epiphanies will surely lead to miracles. Scorpio. Miracles. All right now. That's fabulous. Fabulous. Fabu. Wow. You're about to change some things. You're about to change, go in a whole other direction. Look at this fox. Looking at that rooster like, I don't like the way you're doing things. Nah, things have to change around here. You got all them chickens all to yourself. I'm over here starving. You gonna change some things. All right. 7. To the sea. Being in flow. Returning to source. Recognizing how pieces fit together. A natural pattern of events. This is also the fox. And this is also the 3 of Pentacles with the 8. You're going to do some research. You're going to study. You're going to figure things out and how they fit together. This is the student. And this is mastery. And once you know, you're going to be able to use this. Right? This is an idea. This is the real thing made out of gold. Okay? And so this fox is like, this fox is going to do some things. He's going to do some things. Wow. I'm going to put this up here because we already talked about this. So right now, to the sea. Here's the oracle message. Okay, Scorpio, let me read you the oracle message. I apologize for getting cut off. The oracle's message for To the Sea reads as follows. Isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless? This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. The protection message is going to be read for this because it was in reverse, just like your first card by the book. So it reads, when external conditions appear to block every attempt to move forward, there is no hidden message for you to decipher. Like the ocean, the tides of experience ebb and flow. You are in a natural cycle, so know that things will flow again in due course. There's no cause for alarm. Stop resisting and fighting against the situation and learn to flow. Even when the tide is going out, relax and trust in the abundance that will soon be within your reach again. An ancient mariner's saying applies to you now. When fishermen cannot go to sea, they stay home and repair their nets. So, it's advising you to wait for the proper time, and you will know what the time, when that time is, because it will fall into perfect alignment. It will seem like perfection. And you guys know what that feels like, right? So in your downtime, while you're waiting for that perfect time, tend to your plan, read up, bone up on what you need to, so that when that time comes, you're ready. Well, I think that's all I have for you guys. Be well, and I hope to see you next month for another reading. Okay, bye-bye.